All right, guys, how you doing? Welcome to Mad Marketing's YouTube channel. So, I received an email from somebody asking the phase in the product life cycle that is characterized by the highest level of competition. This person also asked the question, the phase with zero marketing spend in the product life cycle. These are good questions, great questions. However, they're a little bit out of context when you actually break down the product life cycle. It's not, no part or any stage of the life cycle is based on competition necessarily or based on marketing spend. So I'm going to walk you through the four stages of the product life cycle, and this goes with your any new product launch that you are launching, or if it's a new business, this can apply to your business as a whole in itself. So to start off, product lifecycle stage number one is the introduction. So at this point, you have a new product, you have a new business, and it's time to launch. You want to get the word out about your product or business, your new brand, and you're going to support your brand with advertising spend, giveaways, and you're going to find different channels of distribution, not only for your product, but also for your messaging. Your goal here, pretend you just opened a retail store and you want the local neighborhood passerbyers to know about you and what it is you do. So you, in the old days, you might get a town crier, a megaphone, and shout out who you are, let people know who you are and what it is you do. And so by doing giveaways, you're getting people engaged. You're letting them know, hey, you can have this if you were to tell others about me, because that's your goal here. You want to grab the attention and attract new buyers and triers, people who are going to try your product, tell other people about your product or your business. So that's the intro stage. There are various ways to find distribution. There are various channels for advertising, and we're going to go over some strategies, but I'm going to do that in a separate video. This video is going to strictly focus on the stages of the product life cycle. And so life cycle stage number two is growth. So as your reach at the top of the sales funnel, and again, that's going to be a new video. I'll break down the sales funnel for you guys. But as you grow your reach at the top of the sales funnel, basically this means more and more new people are discovering your business. They're hearing about your business and your services, what you provide. This is the stage where you're going to be able to perform consumer analysis. As more people hear about your business, about your product, and more people start to purchase your product or your service, you're going to be able to collect information from them. The information that you're going to be able to collect from them are demographics. Are who is purchasing this product most? Is it men, women, or what age are they? What geographic location are they? Especially if you're online. Maybe there's more people purchasing your product that live in California, maybe Tennessee, things like that. You're going to be able to learn about this. But you're also going to learn some psychographic information. So what are some of the pain points that are bringing your customers to your website, your retail location, and causing them to convert? What is wrong currently in their life, something that they're viewing as a problem, that they're actively searching for a solution? You're going to understand your customers on that deeper level and be able to pivot and make changes in your messaging, maybe even in your product development, your R&D, to make sure that you're including some of these new features that will act as a way to further resolve or find solutions for your clients or for your customers. And we can actually take a look at this with the iPhone, right? So the iPhone now is probably in the next life cycle stage, but you'll notice every year or so they update features. They have all these updates, the size, the look, the amount of cameras, because they're getting an understanding, a deeper and deeper understanding of their consumer and what their consumer wants out of this phone, out of this purchase. Hence the crazy, 3 cameras. They're noticing social media is a huge thing for people all across the globe. Being able to take quality images while you're out with your friends or while you're doing something exciting to share with others is something that's important to the consumer. They want to be able to have nice images. The phone already has a camera. So what did Apple do? They updated the camera. They made the camera have new features like portrait mode. They gave it more, I think one of these 3 things are supposed to help with aperture. So you can have that depth of field, blurred background for whatever, so that whatever is in front stands out more. And so once they were able to gain that understanding for the consumer, they said, hey, okay, let's increase the price like crazy and give them what they're asking for. And sure enough, because they're giving the people what they want, most of these people are willing to pay for it. So that's growth, where you start to learn more about your customer. What does your customer want? Why does your customer come to you? What do they expect of you? Can you give it to them? If you can potentially increase your prices and give them what it is they're looking for and what it is they want from you, right? And so the next stage in the product life cycle is the maturity and saturation stage. So in this stage, it's when a firm concentrates on customer retention. Usually at this point, other competitors have come into the market with different products that serve the same purpose under a different brand. And they compete on things like features, price points, things like that. This is where they're competing. So the market itself starts to become saturated because you have other people coming in and they're the Me Too products. And then they have the other people coming in who are like, okay, I see what Apple's doing, right? So I'm going to do what they're doing, but I'm going to add this. And so that kind of, that helps them leave the Me Too stage because they offer something slightly different. They try to go above and beyond. But then there's also the people who are like, hey, Apple's charging way too much for their product. I'm going to do something similar, not as many features. So I'm going to drop my price point since it's not exactly the same in terms of features. However, the main purpose of the product is being done effectively. For example, let's look at the iPod, right? So I don't have any examples offhand of other iPod-like products, but there then came the iPod Touch, right? Things like that, and you can play apps on it, and you can do this on it, if you guys even remember that stuff, right? 3rd gen, 4th gen, all that stuff. They came to a point where there isn't much more they can do for the iPod Touch. But what they had to do is make sure they can retain some customers that they have. And by continuing to go from, the regular iPod, 1st gen, 2nd gen, 3rd gen, what they did is revamp the iPod to continue to capture and recapture their current customers. So if you had the 1st gen, maybe you bought the 3rd gen, right? Even for the iPhone. If you had the iPhone 4, maybe then you had the 6, then the 11, the 12, the X. They're updating their products because they want to make sure that they keep you as a customer by continuing to offer slightly newer, slightly better products. So their focus for the product or for the business itself is to recapture past customers and keep current customers loyal to the brand. Now, the last stage of the product life cycle is the decline stage. At this stage, a firm witnesses a drop in sales for that specific product. So, what happens here? Let's look at the iPod. When the decline stage happens, that means you've introduced your product at your product launch, the sales of that product started to grow. You started to collect consumer information to get that product better, to make it better for your customers, and then it grew even more. Now you entered the maturity and saturation phase. People see that you're so successful, they want a piece of the pie, so they join the market and try to wrest the remaining potential consumers, and even try to wrest some customers from you by competing on price points, features, etc. Now, just about everyone who wants, we're working with the example iPod, just about everyone who wants some kind of MP3 player or anyone who wants some kind of iPod, right, has it. What does that mean? That means sales will decline. Why? Just about everyone who wants one now has one. There's no more reason to continue selling. So at the decline stage, firms, companies, brands will usually start to pull back and completely stop manufacturing that product. Not only will they stop manufacturing that product, they will also decrease advertising spend. There's no longer a reason to continue advertising this product, to continue increasing the reach at the top of the sales funnel, when you know that just about everyone in the market already has a solution to the problem that your product is solving. Everyone who has one, everyone who wants one, has one. There's no need for you to continue going out there spending marketing dollars to convince people that they need one. If they wanted one, they now have one. You no longer need to dump money into manufacturing this product, and you no longer need to start advertising, to continue advertising this product. So what happens here is, whatever is left in stock, whatever has been manufactured, they will continue to sell that product until it is sold out. Once it is sold out, they're not going to continue manufacturing it. They're not going to remake it with new features, anything like that. This product is in decline. It's over. It's done. It's dead. That's it. You move on to the next product. Right? And so those are the 4 product life cycle stages. Just for a quick recap, you have the introduction stage, where you will look for avenues to reach potential consumers. In the growth stage, you will learn from those consumers and enhance your product to better meet their needs. You will get into the maturity saturation stage, where it's your goal to retain those consumers. And once your sales start to decline because you've maximized your potential growth in that specific field, that specific product, you no longer will be spending money to grow the reach and grow the sales of said product. If you have any questions, drop a comment below. You can also jump over to madmarketingpro.com. Email me with any questions you have. I'll get back to you via email, and I'm also going to make a YouTube video answering your question. I love your questions, guys. Keep them coming always. Follow me, subscribe on YouTube, smash the like button, share this with anyone who's looking to launch a new product and needs a little bit of an understanding. And if this helped you in any way whatsoever, let me know, guys. All right, have a good one.